heartworm, fleas, ticks become a greater concern. And here to tell us how to keep our pets and our families safe from contamination, we have Dr. Michelle Trammell of Banfield Pet Hospital at PetSmart. Welcome.
Hi, how are you? Well, it's definitely the season.
Yeah,
and
everybody's scratching.
It is. And you know what? We live in that part of the country. It is so beautiful, but the heat, the humidity, bugs have it in paradise here.
Yeah.
So we really have a lot of issues.
So many more choices now
So many choices.
you used to have. And,
yeah.
and you hear a lot of stuff in the news, like that one's causing problems, this one's not so good. So the best thing is, of course, to consult with your vet.
Consult your veterinarian, and there's a lot of really good products available now over the counter. Frontline, Advantage are a couple that come to mind. But remember, not every product is right for every pet or every family situation, particularly a lot of the dog products. If they are used either on cats or in a household with cats, can actually be toxic to those cats. Some of the products over the counter are excellent for fleas, but don't have any tick protection. There is nothing over the counter currently that will take care of heartworms. So heartworms in this part of the country particularly, really a big deal. Fleas and ticks, irritating, can carry diseases. Heartworms, fatal.
Right.
All right, so we really need to be contacting our veterinarians. If your pet is not on heartworm prevention, they do need to be tested to make sure that
it's
they
a
don't
quick
have
test. It's a quick little blood test.
Takes about
just
5 minutes.
A prick kind of thing, to find out. And then you get that knowledge of knowing that they're okay. And then you get them started. But but a lot of people get confused and go, well, I thought I had them on the heartworm, because some of the flea, this is a flea and tick that also does heartworm.
It actually has mosquito repellency, but it does not kill heartworms, right? So that's where some of the confusion is. It's great if you have something that helps decrease those mosquitoes that might be affecting your pet, but it's not adequate to prevent heartworms. So nothing over the counter will prevent heartworms.
And now the other ones, there's a something plus that says that's got the heartworm in it.
So there is a prescription product, Advantage Multi, but again, it's only available from your veterinarian. That's correct. And then there's also Revolution. Those are also topical products, fleas, ticks, and heartworms, but only from your veterinarian.
And your pet has to be tested before they can
Must
give you
be
that.
tested.
Okay, so when I go into a PetSmart and I see that I can buy right there the products, is that the same product that you'll also be able to buy at the vet, except for that one?
Except for the heartworms one. Yeah, so these products several years ago, 2010, they became over the counter, and that's been fantastic. I mean, anything that we can do to minimize the parasite population, because I want to, emphasize, fleas and ticks, although they're irritating and make our pets scratch, they carry diseases. And I want to really point out, this year we have seen a significant increase in ticks in this part of the country. The Lone Star tick is moving from out west into our area, so these parasites, migrate. We're in a tourist area. That may be a factor as well, as people bring their pets in. But ticks carry Lyme disease, they carry Ehrlichia, and those are things that, although we cannot get them directly from our pets, we can get them from the ticks. Right. So keeping the ticks down with some of these products is really what we need to do.
If people haven't used the preventative medicines fast enough, or that they still find they have a problem with it, what are some of the obviously scratching for fleas and ticks, but heartworm, what are some of the signals?
Excellent. That's a really good question. So heartworms can be asymptomatic, which is why that blood test every year is incredibly important. These worms, as I said, they're transmitted by a mosquito bite. They go into the bloodstream, and when they grow up, they are about the size of a piece of spaghetti, and they live inside the chamber of the heart. So initially, you may not notice anything, but over time, as you can see, that's going to interfere with that pet's ability to get blood through the body. You're going to start to see coughing, exercise intolerance, and then in severe cases, heart failure. There is a treatment for it, but obviously a preventative is so much better than to treat it once.
Lethargy? I mean, what are you looking for?
I mean, not wanting to walk or run, coughing is definitely a big sign of heartworm disease.
Yeah, maybe some loss of weight too. Okay, now there's also the pill.